Raise your hand. The usher will help you with the Bible. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Our scripture reading this afternoon will be coming out of the book of First Kings. Amen. The 21st chapter. Amen. Verses 1 through 29 in its entirety. Book of First Kings, chapter 21, verses 1 through 29.
Please follow.
Amen. And the word of God reads, And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house. And I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or, if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money.
Yes.
And Naboth said unto Ahab, The Lord forbid it me, that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. And Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I would not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed and turned away his face and would eat no bread. But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad, that thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, Because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said unto him, Give me the vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, Doest thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thy heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city, dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letter, saying, Proclaim a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. And set 2 men, sons of Belial, before him to bear witness against him, saying, Thou didst blaspheme God and king, and then carry him out, and to stone him that he may die. And the men of his city, even the elders and the nobles who were the inhabitants of his city, did as Jezebel had sent unto them, and as it was written in the letters which she had sent unto them. They proclaimed a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. And there came in 2 men, children of Belial, and sat before him. And the men of Belial witnessed against him, even against Naboth,
Yes.
in the presence of the people, saying, Naboth did blaspheme God and the king. Then they carried him forth out of the city and stoned him with stones that he died. Then they sent to Jezebel, saying, Naboth is stoned and is dead. And it came to pass, when Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned and was dead, that Jezebel said to Ahab, Arise and take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give thee for money, for Naboth is not alive, but dead. And it came to pass, when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab rose up to go down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite to take possession of it. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whether he is gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Hast thou killed and also taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, In the place where dogs lick the blood of Naboth, should dogs lick thy blood, even thine. Yes. And Ahab said to Elijah, Hast thou found me, O mine enemy? And he answered, I have found thee, because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel. And will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger, and made Israel to sin. And Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, the dog shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. Him that died of Ahab in the city of the dogs shall eat, and him that died in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up. And he did very abominably in following idols, according to all things as did the Amorites, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. And it came to pass, when Ahab heard those words, that he rent his clothes, and put sackcloth upon his flesh, and fasted and lay in sackcloth, and went softly. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, seest thou how Ahab humbled himself before me? Because he humbled himself before me, I will not bring the evil in his days, but in his son's days will I bring the evil upon his house.
We thank God for these scriptures coming out of this 21st chapter of 1 Kings. There were, three people. There were three people that were involved in this story. There was Nabal, and there was Ahab, and Jezebel. My subject today is very generic, right to the point. And it is, be careful who you listen to. Amen. Once upon a time, you could trust the words of anybody, and especially church people, those that are in the church. But there are some people that you can't trust and you can't believe in. Look at somebody and say, all people are not liars. All people are not liars. Just some. Just some. Look at me. I said, and look at somebody and say, and I hope you are not one of those that tell lies. It all started because of something one person had and the other person wanted it. What would some people do, or to what extent that they would go to get what they really want? You know, I saw two different personalities in Ahab and his wife Jezebel. If one of them was a Christian or saint, I would say it would have to be the husband. It seemed like that he had more fear of God than his wife. She had already figured out, after her husband told her the story, of why he was feeling the way he was feeling. He wanted what he wanted at the time he could not get. Certain things we may want, but certain things you can't always get. So you may as well walk away from it. Ahab had done such thing. He did. He walked away from the vineyard. And you know, sometimes how us men can get. We talk about women pout, but men pout sometimes too. They come home looking sick when they're not sick. It's something they want, and they couldn't get it. Half time they won't even tell their wife the whole truth. Why they really look like that. This is all just something I'm thinking about. But they have a hard time telling the wife really what's going on. Most men are just like that. I think women sometimes will give in quicker to tell what's going on than a man. I don't know why. Maybe because they're the weaker vessel and they can't hold it for so long. Because if I had a subjective answer for you, I would say maybe because they don't have but one of man's rib. So they can't hold it too long, they have to tell you. But don't use that for Bible. That's Bishop theory. And my theory probably 100% wrong. So don't you use that as a true fact. Neighbor, his wife questioned him. Look at the 5th verse of the 21st chapter. It said, but Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said to him, why is thy spirit so sad, and thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, because I spake unto Nabal the Jezreelite, and said unto him, give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard. For he answered, and I will not give thee my vineyard. So he had a problem with that. So Jezebel, his wife, said unto him, said, do thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise, eat bread, amen, and let thy heart be merry, and I will give thee the vineyard of Nabal the Jezreelite. All right. You see how quick Satan can set things in order in his way? Satan was already and well prepared to use the woman. I don't know why Satan approached most women quicker in the Bible than men. He approached Eve in the garden. He approached Job's wife in the house. Now he came and approached Ahab's wife. Isn't that something to think about? Isn't that something to think about? Let me tell you something. It shows me that Ahab was a little stronger in God than his wife. So Satan will sometimes use the weak link to come and break the chain. women, don't y'all get mad with me because all y'all not Jezebel. And y'all not Adam's wife. Because I'm going to tell you, in this day and time, it look like the sisters are most stronger than the brothers now. All right, man. I ain't worried with y'all fight me because there's less of y'all here, because if I need some help, I call these sisters. Amen. Hallelujah. I ain't worried about y'all. Amen. I got more sisters in here than y'all. And I guarantee you they're not going to put their hands on you. They're going to say some prayers. They're going to stop you.
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Truly. Take the women out of the church what you got.
Amen.
Not too many of us. Is that right? So y'all feel better now, sisters? So I'm trying to get y'all to see. I'm not trying to throw nothing off on you. I'm just talking what the Bible says. All right? I'm just making a point. That's all. That's all. Amen. So the Bible said, she told him, said, look, eat, drink, and be merry. And I'm guessing Ahab probably said, what's going on? Why is she talking like this? How in the world can I be happy when I still don't have the vineyard?
Hallelujah.
She had a plan. She had a plan. And the plan was, look at the verse. So she wrote a letter, forged her husband's name. How many of y'all mess with your husband's checkbook? And you ain't got nobody in there to sign this text. Really and truly, when people are married, they should have joint signatures.
Right.
The husband or wife should be able to sign.
Right.
Amen.
But in this day and age, some men don't know how to manage money.
Amen.
My.
Amen.
And what for the wife to save them, they be broke after you get paid. I know y'all ain't gonna hear me now. Sometimes women are more together in managing money than most men. I said most. So don't get mad now because I didn't say all men. I said most men. So if it fits you, you need to let your wife keep on handling the business.
Amen.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So what happened here? Jezebel forged the name. That shows you right there. She was not walking in line with God. Because you that know God, you always want to do the right thing.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
When you do the right thing, things gonna come and gonna happen for you. Good things gonna happen. Oh, y'all gotta help me.
Come on, Pastor. Come on.
Amen.
How many times you done forged somebody's name? Come on, y'all.
Hallelujah.
The Bible said when she did that, look at the 9th verse. The Bible said, and she wrote in the letter and proclaimed a what?
Fast.
And set neighbor on high among the people. You see how you can be religious but not saved. She was a religious woman, but being religious is not being saved.
Not right now.
Being religious is talking about God and knowing, amen, some things about God, but to really be saved, you got to know God. Not knowing about Him. It's too many know about, but not too many know God. Y'all understand? But religious people know about God. Amen. They can talk about God. This woman was religious, but her husband, he knew God.
Amen.
How and somebody's setting you up with your eyes wide open. He didn't realize his wife was setting a trap for him. She pretended as if she really loved him. But if you got to lie, amen, to get something for your husband, you really don't love him.
Reach it. That's right.
The Bible says she proclaimed the fast. You know, just because you turn the plate down, that doesn't make you right. Because some people go all day and don't eat and they still eat fasting. Y'all hear what I say? Amen. So don't get carried away when people say, oh yeah, child, I fast. Look, let me tell y'all something. I can go all day myself without eating and I'm not even fasting.
That's right.
Come on. So don't look at somebody and say, don't hand me that stuff. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Y'all hear what I say? Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So, amen. If she put him on a fast, amen, it looked like it didn't do her much good. What she should have done was go ahead and eat. And maybe if she had eaten, maybe she would have thought better. And she said, look, I can't do this to my husband.
Amen. Preach it, Bishop.
You know one thing? When you do bad things, you can be setting yourself and your family up for destruction.
Amen.
Look at somebody. That's what they call a quick fix. But it really wasn't a quick fix. It was a quick record. And let me tell you, that thing didn't come in right away. See, when you do wrong, sometimes God lets you just get away for a little while, and a little while, and a little while. But God already had pronounced judgment against her. That the moment that you do wrong, God has already pronounced judgment against you. But God is long suffering, not willing that any should perish. I wish I had some praying folks in here. And the Bible says, all the men of the city, look at the 11th verse, even the elders and the nobles were inhabitants in the city, did as Jezebel had sent unto them, and as it was written in the letter which she had sent unto them. That liar. Amen. Y'all see what I'm saying? Amen. And they proclaimed a fast and set neighbor up high among the people. Amen. Hallelujah. And look, the Bible said they got the children of Belial. See that in 13th verse? The children of the devil. They used those, amen, to carry out, amen, the act. And the Bible said in the 14th verse, and they sent into Jezebel and said, neighbor is stoned and dead. Let me tell you, neighbor, let me tell you, his wife was in the midst of her troubles. You can do wrong, and you might have thought you ain't gotten away, but really you in the middle of your trouble. You don't feel it now, you don't see it now, but God saw it when you first did it, and he wanted to see whether you're going to make a change and get it right before you kill the man. You hear me? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
That woman was a murderer. Anytime you set somebody up to die, you the murderer.
Hallelujah.
That's why I tell you, don't. You better be careful when people tell you, oh yeah, this Good Friday and all that stuff, we fasted. Tell them go to McDonald's, get a hamburger, please, and get somebody to really pray for you. Because I'm telling you, you ready to set yourself up in somebody else. Y'all can get it in a minute.
Hallelujah.
Tell somebody, say, whatever you do, Said, don't have a Jezebel spirit in you. Because you subject to kill somebody. Killing people doesn't mean you got to have a gun. Just set somebody up to kill them. What happened here? This woman set neighbor up, an innocent man. That's why I tell people, don't believe everything people tell you. If you weren't there to see it for yourself, because a dog that brings a bone there's a problem. We got too many bow wows sitting in the church barking. Y'all wonder why animal control hang around churches? They take care of the dogs. They all four-legged dogs. I know y'all didn't want to hear that.
Come on, Bishop, come on.
I'm getting older now. I'll be around long anyway, so I might well get it out. If y'all will kill me now. Get it over with. I'm just trying to prepare y'all for heaven.
Come on, Bishop, come on.
Be truthful. Tell the truth. Amen. Don't set people up to set them up to kill them. Amen. You should love people and say, look, I'm here to be a blessing to you. If somebody said you can't have it, then leave it alone. You know how you do your children when they just act up in the store and you tell them you can't have this candy, they just fall all out. See, in my days, you didn't do that. You didn't do that in my days. They're doing it now, but and the children getting away with it. And look at mama, tell mama, say, you better not touch me. But I remember what dad and mama did. All that their hands didn't do. Amen. They had belts, they had switches, they had branches. Come on, y'all. And when they said, shut it up. And some kids are laughing at their parents. That's why so many in trouble now. A lot of them lying in the graveyard because somebody's not doing what they should do.
Hallelujah.
All right. Let me skip because I can bring this message to be an hour long, but I want you to come down to the 28th and the 29th verse. Look at it. And please take this very serious. Please. The Bible says, and the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, see thou how Ahab what?
Humble.
Before me. And what did he say? Because what?
Because he humbled himself.
What else?
I will not bring the evil in his days.
I will not bring the evil in his days.
But in his son's days.
But in his son's days.
Will I bring the evil upon him.
See, let me say this. People don't understand that what you do now, even though Ahab, God forgave Ahab, because Ahab was innocent. He did not do anything. His wife set him up. Y'all understand? Amen. Hallelujah. And she came and told him a lie. But what happened here? God said, I'm not going to let nothing happen to you, Ahab, but I'm going to let it happen in your children's days. Let me tell you, you can put a generational curse on your own children, and your children wonder why they're going through so much hell. Amen. Because of some of the things that you have done and God allowed to fall in your children's days. Now, this Bible, y'all understand what I'm saying? You should be there for your children. You should cover for your children. You should be in prayer for your children. Amen. You should tell the Lord, Lord, just save my children. You should not just bring them to the building, amen, but get them involved in the church. Let them know how to walk in the fear of God. And tell your children the the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Amen. When you do that, amen, God will bless you and bless your children. It's nothing like doing, amen, the right thing. Amen. Listen, amen, God is not going to let us get away if we don't do what's right. Ahab's wife, she paid the utmost price. Amen. The dog came and licked her blood. Amen. Why? Because she did not, amen, made the right choice. Amen. She chose to do something deceitfully. Honey, if you go to a store and you don't have the money to buy it, don't steal it. Just walk away from it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Amen. If it doesn't belong to you, just don't touch it. And let me tell you something, honey. Amen. If you just walk upright before the Lord, God is going to bless you coming in and going. How many know that if you do what's right, that God is going to bless you anyhow? Amen. God is going to make you the lender and not the borrower. Tell somebody, say, God will give you increases and not decreases. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So if you learn, amen, to do what God says, He's going to do what He promised that He'll do. So don't you listen to what everybody say to you, because some people want to set you up. Amen. Y'all hear what I'm saying? They would even say that God told me to tell you that. Amen. But God didn't have nothing to do with it. But you want to say, Lord, I thank you. Because when I go to you, when I come to you, amen, Lord, when I hear your voice, somebody said, God said, my sheep know my voice. And a stranger, he won't even follow. If you got God in your life, you're going to know the voice of God. Amen. Isn't that right? Amen. Somebody say, God told me to go down, amen, to Texas or wherever they have legalized marijuana. And say, go down there and have all the marijuana you want. Why are you going to Texas when you're doing it right in the city? Come on and say hallelujah. But I want to tell y'all one thing. If nothing beats good than doing what's right. Amen. Is that right? If it doesn't belong to you, if it doesn't belong to you, say leave it alone. The Bible says, thou shalt not what? Thou shalt not steal. Is that right? When you got somebody else's stuff, you are doing what? You are stealing. Is that right? Hallelujah. But tell your neighbors and neighbors that I will never want to have a spirit like old Jezebel got. Jezebel deceitful. Jezebel is out to try to set everybody up. But tell somebody, but I thank God I got the spirit of Christ. How many of y'all got the spirit of Christ? If you got the spirit of Christ, amen, you know that they that wait upon the Lord, won't God come through for you? Won't He make a way for you? I don't care how broke you are, how down you are, but God will come through for you. I remember the day when I first came to Richmond, I didn't have nowhere to stay. I would sleep in a truck all night long because nobody would take me in. But I thank God, I thank God, I thank God, I thank God. I got a roof over my head. Look at God. Take the name of my hand and look at God. Say, look at God. Say, look at God. Say, look at God. Say, look at God. Look at God. Say, ain't prophesy. Lord, 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 I ain't prophesy. Lord. Tell somebody, say, if you only knew where I was and where I came from, but where I am today. Say it wasn't easy, but I believe he didn't bring me this far. Tell your neighbor, say, he didn't bring me this far. Shake somebody's hand, say, he didn't bring me this far to leave me. And tell your neighbor, encourage your neighbor, because they might be going through something. Just tell them, say the best. Say the best. Say the best is yet to come. Say God is setting you up for a setup. For a setup. You will receive your miracle today because it's coming your way. Can nobody do you like Jesus? Nobody can do you like Jesus. Point up here and tell me that. Point at me and say, Pastor, say, can't nobody, do you, Pastor, like Jesus? Now encourage your neighbor, say, neighbor. Say, can't nobody do you like Jesus. Tell them the best is yet to come. Say, I believe that God has a miracle with my name all on it. My name all on it. My name all on it. All on it. All on it. Says all on it. It's all on it. It's not what other people say, but it's what Jesus said. It's not what other people say, but it's what Jesus said. It's not what other people say, it's what he says. He said, let God be true. Let God be true. Put your trust in the Lord. Don't look at everything people say. The Bible said, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has to say unto the church. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all will go home tonight and you're going to have one of the most beautiful dreams. You're going to have a vision. Honey, when God gets through with you in this dream and vision, you're going to want to jump up and shout and run through some truth and leap over some wall. Because God has a miracle with your name on it, and I just know it. Because God is letting me know it's going to happen. Hallelujah. 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 It's going to be all right. Because Jesus is going to come through. Jesus is going to come through. Jesus is going to come through. Everybody that believe it, I want you to look up and say, Lord, I believe every word you say. Tell God, say, Lord, I know my tomorrow is going to be better than my today. Come on, y'all. Give God some praise. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't worry about the other people report, but listen to what Jesus say unto you. Everyone stand down, please. I'm going to let you go home.